This is my 2003 Porsche 911 Turbo, and if you're new to this channel, here is what happened last time. I purchased what I think is the cheapest 911 Turbo I could find here in the US with the 6-speed manual gearbox, clean title, and the X50 package. And on top of that, it has the aero kit as well. The car is in pretty good shape, but there are a few little things that needs to be addressed. Last time I fixed the window gap that was a little too big and caused a lot of wind noise, and today the plan is to change out the worn and sloppy 996 original shifter with the 997 shifter and swap out the center console with another one that is painted in the same Arctic silver as the body. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me a ton. It's quick and easy to do, helps me a ton. And also throw in a like and comment as much as you like. All that helps with engagement, and I appreciate every single bit of it. The window job last time was a little bit fiddly, but we got there in the end. Well, that actually went a little easier and quicker than I thought based on the last time I tried to do it. So I think I'm gonna at least start to change out the center console and the shifter. This is supposed to be quick and easy, but we'll see. So let's take it out of the boxes and let's get started. So I have the center console here, and I bought one that was already painted. So this has the factory finish. And obviously, you know, it has some wear and tear, but that's okay. It's just gonna match the car, I guess. This is from a Boxster, but they are exactly the same, so it shouldn't be an issue. The only thing I'm noticing here is this is gonna be then a black panel, and yeah, I gotta change out the leather top here, and then maybe one day I will take it all apart and paint it, but not right now. I might take this out and paint it when I'm getting the front bumper or the amp or the spoiler, the lip painted, but for now let's just put this in and see what it looks like. I think it's gonna be nice, despite it not being all shiny and everything, but this is that kind of factory finish. Wow, this one I got from Porsche, and yeah, $368, so not very cheap, but you know, this is the car. It's an expensive car, requires a lot of expensive parts, but that's just how it is. I think it's gonna be really nice with the new shifter. One, it's gonna be brand new, so like no miles on it. It's gonna have no slop. It's also a little shorter, a little tighter than the 996, because this is the 997 shifter that are interchangeable, because basically, you know, the 996 and the 997.1 are basically the same car with minor changes to the mechanical parts. This is cosmetic, basically. This is the difference. Here it is, 997. Hopefully this is an easy install and doesn't require a lot of like changing the cables and all that stuff, because if that's the case, we're screwed and we're not finishing this today. So yeah, not sure what's going on here. If these are factory clips or not, I don't think so, but there is a little Torx thing I gotta adjust here. I mean, not adjust, I actually have to take it out to remove this thing. I had it here a second ago. Oh, that's because it was the wrong Torx. There we go. And off it goes. I feel like somebody's done some work to this one, but that's okay. We can live with that. We'll just put it back the way we found it. I might want to supple up this leather just a little bit. The leather on this thing is a little rough, so I'm gonna clean it and use some saddle soap to kind of like soften it up a little bit before I put it back on. And then let's address this shifter. Hopefully this slop will get better. It is very dirty and nasty in here, so probably time for a change. This one just pops right out, and then you just got to remove these two connectors. Let's see if I can remember. Left and right. And there's a tiny little Torx in here as well. It's too big. Should be this one. There we go. And this panel just pops off. This little coin tray is supposed to just slip right out. So let's see if we can put some force to it and slip it out, because there is a Torx screw apparently underneath this one. Alright, so I was fiddling a bit with this, but this coin tray, I was able to just get my screwdriver in here and pop it out. And then there is the last little Torx in here. And now, this should come out pretty good. There is a little clip here. Oh, there. No, alarm. It's a little fiddly. Maybe we wanna take these off. Ah, there we go. All right, center console out. So a few things here. I'm gonna remove this one, and there's money in here. Let's see. Ooh, lost it again. Easy come, easy go. 1990. All right, so period correct, I guess. I did lose a little screw in here, so I gotta have to see if I can find that. And I guess this little cover comes off. And here we go. The shifter needs to be in neutral before we do this. Yeah, no time like the present, I guess. Well, hopefully the angle is okay here. We've got a 10mm long socket, and then we're gonna try and take these guys out. Let's see. Actually, let's do this the right way first. So we have the shifter in neutral, and then you take these guys and you push them currently all the way in, and then to the right, and then they lock. And now these are loose. And this panel just pops off. Now we gotta pull up these clips, and they are a little tight, so I'm gonna get a little plier for this. These little plastic things need to be pushed in, so this could be lifted up. I'm gonna actually put these guys back on so it doesn't move. Now push these little plastic ones in, and then this whole thing comes out. Yep. Yeah, actually you can just push it and then it will come out. Now let's take these ones back off, and then we can put it all back together. All right, now everything's out. We should be able to lift the shifter out and put the new one back in. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but it's got an 04 date stamp, so this is the original shifter. Now here we have the new 997 shifter, which is a little bit of an upgrade. Hopefully it's gonna be good. And then it just clips in, bang bang. Same thing here with these. Just make sure that these guys are seated properly in here, and that this clip is on and tight, and that it's a neutral position, because this locks in the cables, everything in neutral. And then now we should be able to release this spring back. and should be good. Yeah, it's interesting that it's just sitting in here, but I guess that's how it goes. Let's tighten all these up, and we should be ready. That feels a lot tighter. I'm gonna vacuum up a little bit here, and then we have to swap over some stuff on the console before I put it in. And I should clean the shifter, like lather it up before I install it, and then yeah, we should be good to go. But looking good. Let's take this cover. Just goes like so. This one over here, left and right. What is this? Ah, that's where the screw went. Let's see. I don't know how many times we used this guy today, but it's been a lot. Ah, there we go. Good stuff. Alright, so I freaked out for a second because I thought that the Boxster and the 911 central consoles were exactly the same. But then when I started taking the 911 thing apart, I saw that it was longer than the Boxster one. So I was like, oh my god, what happened? But it looks like there is just an extra piece attached to the whole thing that isn't included with this one. So I'm just gonna have to reuse that, and hopefully it is going to be the same. So let's take it apart, build it up, and get it ready to put in the car. Okay, there are some torques in here that I guess you access through this guy. And it has this little clips here. Push that in. And then out it should go. Unscrew this a little bit more. And then here are 3 torques to remove the lock. And this is when I stumbled on another problem that I didn't expect. So it's a little fiddly in here, but this is a spring mechanism. The spring is here that I need to pull out, and then there's this little metal thing that you could access by pushing through on the back side here, and then you can pull this out so that you can pull out the string, and then we should be able to just also bend out the spring. All right. And when I said spring earlier, I meant this fabric. Now let us see how we get this guy out, because this one is a different beast altogether. Turns out, after all, doing all of this stuff, turns out we cannot swap these because they are different. That's annoying. The Boxster one does not have the spring-loaded lid, and the whole mechanism for that is different than the manual lid. I don't know why they did that, because that means they have to make 2 completely different central console units, and I thought the whole point with this 996 and 986 platform was they share as many parts as they can. So it looks like we're gonna have to put it all back together and go with the black one for now. In here I have 2 electrical connectors. This one goes in the glove box for the lock, and I can see that because it's the same size. This one though, I'm not so sure about. The one goes in here, but then there is nothing else anywhere to be seen. So I guess that one is just an extra, or some extra option that I don't have. But yeah, let me know if you know what that is. Maybe it's glove. I was thinking maybe it's glove box light, which you would think this one had, but maybe that's like some extra fancy option that this one didn't come with. But you know, it's okay. It's just interesting that it's there. So I guess no upgraded central console. It is very odd that they have 2 different versions of that. Just seems very unnecessary production-wise, but hey, they do weird stuff sometimes. I'm just gonna vacuum here, and then and let's put it back together. And the installation is easy. It's just basically the reverse of removal. Console in. Let's screw this thing together. But what I can upgrade is the ashtray delete, because I don't need an ashtray. And there are some cool ones out there. There's a guy, Ren something, on Etsy, and he's got a store, and he also sells it at Suncoast Parts. That makes a cool 3D printed though ashtray delete, but it's well over $100, and it's way too expensive for a 3D printed thing, I feel like. So I opted for another version, which is this one, the Porsche one, the Uro part, because it is cheaper than the Porsche one, and they are OEM parts. So I did that, and then I got the little rubber insert. That one I did get from Porsche because it was very cheap. So let's do that. In order to do this, we got to change out some buttons. Oh, that's another thing. So the Ren something, the 3D printer one, he has a little bit of a bigger tray because he deleted the two extra buttons that I don't know what they're for, but they're blank buttons for me, and I only have the two window switches. So maybe it's for the cab where they have a little window in the back. But yeah, so that's the difference between the Porsche one and the Ren something. But for the price difference, I went with the Uro, the Porsche one. So we're gonna install that one. All right, let's see. You just gotta pop them out. Clips in like so. Connector. Still push those in. I found out what that little extra plug was for. It was for the light in the ashtray. But we don't need that now that we have this. Ashtray delete. All right, a couple of things. It looks like I am missing some retaining something for the screws, because it doesn't screw in, and I don't remember if it was screwed in when I took it out. I thought it was, but I can't see how it was. Ah, never mind. So there are these little things that you gotta transfer over. That will solve my problem. This little guy's out, this tray out. Can I get this rubber out? It is really in there. That's good. All right, and then we stick these guys down into the hole, if it will go. And then hopefully it will clip on the other side there. Oh yeah, that's better. All right, in there. Then we put this guy on. And we're done. I'm just gonna go clean up the shift knob and lather it up with some saddle soap, and then yeah, put it back in, and then we're good to test the car and see how much it improved with the 997 shifter. Oh yeah, that's a lot better.